Diamond dance on my teeth, 100 bands on my jeans. Got some niggas that's gone. Pray my niggas get free.
What's up, Kite community? Let's get straight to it. Episode 21 of Kites. Let's get it. And on this episode, we're gonna be talking about my first week up the road. I already gave y'all my first day. Now let's jump into my first week. Now, what I can tell y'all about it is like time moves so fast in there. Well, for me anyway. Like we talking one day, I met so many people. Damn, they got a tour of the whole prison. Learned about, you know what I'm saying, everything, the schedules, the rest schedules, this, that, and the third. Where to go for this, where to go for that. I started peeping the hustle. I started the first day, I seen the hustle. I seen niggas like hand to hand hustling. I seen everything. Like I even when I had asked about the phones, cause I was like, dang, I noticed ain't no phones around here. So they was like, yeah, the phones upstairs in the shower room, and out in the yard is a big phone room. So let me say this too. One thing I noticed was it wasn't like no drama about the phone. It wasn't no long lines about the phone. Nobody had nothing hung on the phone. So I was like, I was real skeptical about that, because I'm like, I even seen people have stuff hung up on the showers. So I'm like, man, why don't nobody got nothing hung up for the phones? So I go up to the, I'm breaking up there to the phone room. I mean, up to the showers upstairs on West Wing. And it's like a little cage. The seal open, they open it up in the beginning of the day. They open up the whole shower, then they go back and open up this other cage that opens up the phones. So when I get up there, it was nobody up there. I go up in there to grab the phone, get on the phone, dial my number, my DOC number not working yet because I ain't registered in the prison. I look over, and when you on the phone, you could see over to like the side of the shower that's like a blind spot. I see a dude over there, leaning, needle in his arm, hanging. I'm like, what the? Mind you, that's the first time I ever seen anybody shooting up or whatever. I don't know if he was ODing or what was going on, but that was my first time ever witnessing that. And I was like, what the? I was confused. I ain't know. I knew about like needles from like being a diabetic, but I'm like, he got it in his arm, and So this is all happening. It's just showing you that this prison is just a world inside itself, bro. I just was peeping everything, and so we got like, you know what I'm saying. This was like the second or the third day. I can't remember exactly what day. I go to breakfast. Remember I told you in this particular prison, they was back there cooking breakfast. Anybody that was in the cut before, from 06 on down, all the way to 2009, all that stuff, you know what I'm talking about. Like they was pancake batter, pulling on a joint. Each pancake was different. One no microwave pancakes or none of that. Like the breakfast, that joint was torch. So I'm at breakfast. I always normally get a bunch of pancakes. I remember they was like, how many you want? I was like, I could choose. I was like, I could choose how many pancakes I want. Like, I was greedy. So I eating pancakes, and a guy that I got introduced to in there named Crazy. But I was sitting by myself for real. And I see him run up, all like panicky, like just amped up, like, and just sat right beside me. He ain't had no plate or nothing. And like, yeah, that nigga back in the jail. That nigga such and such back in the jail. I don't want to say Slim name, but it's a big dude. He's from Baltimore. He's like, man. So I was like, I don't know. I've been in this joke 2 days. I don't know what's going on. He's like, yeah, that's who such and such stabbed. So basically, like, before I got there, but I think this happened like years, way years before I got there. Something happened between dudes from out the way, dudes from Baltimore, and guy from out the way stabbed the dude from Baltimore, and he came back in the jail. So I'm like, what you like? Man, I ain't know how he wanted me to react or expected me to react because for one, I ain't know what was going on, and two, like, I don't even really know you like that. I just met you, and like, no, three is crazy. You come sit beside a 16-year-old talking about some prison politics, something about like somebody. They said like his lung collapsed and like he almost died or something. Like, what are you coming to me for? Like, you hear me? So that led to how, you know what I'm saying, I met one of my closest road dogs, one of my closest big big homies up in that joint. I don't know nothing, no game. Like I just call him big homie because his age and the game and the jewels he gave me while I was, you know what I'm saying. I mean, even till now, free whack, he's still in there fighting to get home. I might go for a parole next month. Let's get it. But yeah. So Slim, like I ain't think too much of it, cause I really didn't know what, you know what I'm saying. And Slim was just walking through the breakfast line like regularly, had some dudes with him, and like he was amped up. So you know what I'm saying. So when I get back to West Wing, that's when Bone and another dude, I don't want to say his name because I don't mess with Slim no more. But so Bone and another dude pulled me up. It was like, hey young, come out when doors hit this morning. Come out, cause we want to holler at you, man. Cause they ain't like it. They seen what happened and they ain't like it. They feel like I was about to be falling in the wrong like influence in that jump. They feel like I was about to get pulled to the wrong side or be around the wrong people. So they basically like, look, man, gonna get you moved up on our tip, bro, cause like that was wild. Slim came and did that. So I was like, what happened? That's when they explained to me the whole issue of everything that happened. I was like, damn. Like Slim could have got me killed that quick. Like that, like in the prison 2 days and killed like that over something that, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, yeah, just start packing your stuff and just be ready. We're gonna come. I don't got nothing. I ain't getting I don't even got something like that. But you know what I'm saying? Till then I'm up on my tier. By me not having no commissary. Bumping a rabbit in that jump. My man Rabbit actually drew this logo. So you know, dudes had tobacco, dudes had weed, dudes had blow, heroin, or whatever y'all want to call it. So they was like, young, take this, sell these bullets. Bullets is like when you break down tobacco. So if you go to like a CVS and get like a can or a pouch of tobacco, it's loose tobacco. So you get loose tobacco, because they took tobacco out the prisons because some dude like filed a lawsuit basically saying he got cancer from secondhand smoke. So they took tobacco out of all the prisons. So that made it a huge money market for tobacco because people be chain smoking. So basically you take a bunch of loose tobacco and you put like, you could grab it with your fingertips and put it in your hand. And that little bit you put it inside ripped magazines, and you close the magazine, put tape around it, and them bullets. So you might bag up 1,000 of them jumps, and you sell them jumps for $2, $3. Depending on how much tobacco on the jail is the price, and how much tobacco is inside of it, and call them bullets. So they was like, man, get that, bag that up, sell that so you get you some commissary until, you know what I'm saying, your money hits your account, go to the store and all that. Or, you know what I'm saying, buy some tickets. The tickets was like, it looked at a little bit like back in the day food stamps, but it was like a booklet. It had like 50 cent, 25 cent, 10 cent, 5 cent. That's so what, so forth, and that was money in there. That stamps. But the bullets go, the bullets, man. Bullets fly like this. They find out you got bullets. Slim, it's like a dope line. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I made a lot of bread off tobacco. Just off tobacco alone. Just, I mean, we ain't talking about dope or weed or none of that. I'm just talking about tobacco. And cash. Cash was still big in that jump. So, Yeah, so I'm rocking with everybody on the tip, man. I met a bunch of dudes, and you know everybody come and holler at me from out the way because they seen me on the news, so they knew I was in there. And I'm the youngest person that they probably seen since, you know what I'm saying? So I was meeting everybody, and I met a lot of good men from Baltimore, met a lot of good dudes from New York, Florida, from a lot of different spots. And you know, I was still figuring things out, but in the instance, I knew like I had to grow up. I had to be like on man time, like or the break. I had to set boundaries. I had to say I couldn't let people too close to me. Couldn't let people play with me. Couldn't let people in my space like that or in my mind, because like looking back on the dudes in jail, they is master manipulators because like they probably been in there for a long time, so they trying to get, you know what I'm saying? They trying to lock in with somebody that just came in because they know they still got their peoples. So then you know I got my pictures and everybody see that, you know what I'm saying? I was always popular my whole life, and I was in contact with a lot of female friends, so they like, man, sure you got a lot of youngers or whatever. So you know some dudes be negative, oh, all them youngers gonna leave, all that, whatever. But so boom, one day I come out for I think I go to see the case manager. Case managers tell me like, basically like, yeah, you I don't even remember what the first time. I know it wasn't really nothing, but the reason I'm telling this is because when I was coming back from seeing the case manager, that's when I bumped into Rock. Now, man, Rock ended up getting cool, but it didn't start off like that because I think he tried to play with me. But he said he was just doing that just as he was playing, but I don't believe it. I think if I would have went forward, he'd have curved me. So I was walking back. I had Tim Duncan's, the Phone Posse Jones, the all black Jones. So I was walking back to West Wing, and Rock, he was BGF, and he was with a bunch of them niggas. And I ain't know what the fuck that shit was at this time. So I'm walking back, and you know what I'm saying? I hear Slim like, man, what's up, yo? So at first I ain't even answer him because I don't even know, you know what I'm saying? He like, yo. So I was like, what's up? He's like, what's up, dude? I was like, dude. I ain't know what. Like, he's speaking Chinese. So I'm like, what's up? He said, you want to switch shoes? I swear when he said this, it came so slow. He's like, you want to trade shoes? And I looked down at his feet, bruh. He had some shoes on that looked like they was getting held together by tape, glue, safety pins, paper clips. Like, so when I looked down, it broke my mug down automatically just because I was like, man, what the just off looking at his shoes, like, what the Then I'm like, bro, what the fuck? I'm like, man, stop playing with me. And he was like, nah, and he jumped straight to it. He's like, Mom, I'm just playing with you or whatever, man. He was like, man, basically like, I got locked up. He got into that. So, but I was still like, and I could see his men around him was just like, had that face like, who this nigga think he is? Like, they probably was strapped and everything, I don't know. But Rock was smiling and laughing, and he was like, man, my name Rock, I'm from Park Heights. So I was like, he was like, nah, man, I see you moving around, you mess with Desi, blah, blah, blah. So once he said Desi name, I cooled down a little bit, like, he probably was playing. But I still don't think he was playing, honestly. And once we got cool, I used to say, you wasn't even playing, you was. He like, nah, I was playing time. But, so, man, Slim ended up, like, every time we seen each other, we was talking. We was just talking about the difference between Baltimore and D.C., talking about, you know what I'm saying? He never tried to get me to join the gang. He never tried, I ain't gonna lie. Rock ended up dying in that jump, too, man. He ended up getting killed. Crazy thing, he ended up getting killed by some dudes from out the way. He ended up getting killed by some homies in the dorm. But and he had another man named Taves that his mug broke down all the time. Taves always try to get me to join that J. But yeah, then that's when I get the word from up on what that was D4. Move up there from Seaside. So I got my stuff. Like, I swear, I ain't see no CO, bruh. I ain't see all this time I'm talking to you. I'm not even seeing COs. Like, this prison was just like being on the streets, but it's just no cars. Like, I guess no females walking around. And I ain't see no LGBTQ plus people. I didn't see none of them. Like, I thought I was gonna see that as soon as I went in prison, but I didn't see any in there. I didn't see nobody that was, you know what I'm saying, into that life in there. I ain't see nobody. Nah, so that had me like, man, so the movies ain't, you know what I'm saying? And, also on the movies, dudes take showers butterball naked. It wasn't like that in there. Dudes take showers with some state shoes they call pumpkin seeds. You take showers in the pumpkin seeds or shower slippers, and you have your boxers on. Some people cut their boxers in a way or get them sewed in a way. So you have your boxers on. You while you washing up, you go inside your boxers to wash your, you know what I'm saying, your private area. Well, only dudes that would be butt naked in the shower is like penitentiary dudes that been locked up since like the 60s and 70s and 80s. They be still getting, but nobody get in the shower. They get in the shower with each other by themselves. Like dudes like us, we don't get in the shower. Nothing against them, but I ain't trying to be in the shower with a dude naked or whatever. I ain't really, you hear me? But yeah, so that's some things that I seen. So when I moved up to D-tier, it was different. Because on C-tier, it was like the jungle. It's like the ain't nobody pass out the ice. The ice that stayed at the beginning of the cell. The titch I had trash on it. It was always loud. It was all, even in them first couple of days, dudes done got tied up in the cell, got robbed, stabbings happened, arguments, like it was loud on seats. For the first couple days that I was there, I think I was on that jump for like 2 or 3 days. It was just loud all day, all night, something going on. Dudes used to put these they'd break it off the end of a razor and put it inside the lock on their cell. Because you close your own door on there. Because like, some prison dudes was like, I ain't never locking myself in. The CO guy closed my door. And they stand in front of the door. And when the COs come around for count, they'd close your door, make sure it's locked. But dudes that did close, they used to put this little piece in there. That way, when the door closed, you could just jump it and open it up. And it'd be like off the late night, and you feed it, and you go look, put your mirror out, and it'd be a dude on the tip, grabbing something, passing some magazines, doing something. So I'm like, what the? I get on this cell. So that's when I knew, gotta stay on point. So I put my curtain up in a way. So I put one curtain up. So you cut a sheet, put it up, or use a broomstick handle. I put that joint up. Put a state blanket down. Then another one I try to put it like sideways. So if you come in there and you moving the blankets, you don't even know where to go. By the time you get up in there, I'm on you. I'm on you. So cause I was paranoid as I don't know what in that junk. Cause C-tier was so loud, bro. It was just And then when I moved up to D-tier, that was like a hustling tier. Like it was like, and I was in 34. It was like a hustling tier, bro. It was just dudes come to the grill, be lines at the grill, dudes on the tier, runners on the tier. I just learned the operation and then whack. Like I moved next door to WAP. Oh yeah, the dude that was in that cell, he got stabbed up. So that's what they was waiting on. So he got stabbed up that day. So, and then I remember WAC telling me like, there's 2 knives in there. If you find them, John, skin them to me so I could get them I'm saying, the people's that he had. So, cause one thing in there is man respect man. Like, I've been to a lot of prisons and, the gangs more so will have they hand in the midst of what's going on in the prison. And this joint is man respect man, like man. And it was order. It was order compared to other spots I've been in. So I ended up finding the knives, giving them to him. He did whatever he did. He sent them to him. And they sent a bag over. They sent a crazy bag over. And I was gonna bust the bag down with Bone, but he was like, keep it. Cause Bone had everything. Man, Bone had so much stuff. I remember Bone had so much stuff. He started putting stuff in my cell, forgetting it's there. Like, he had so much stuff. And he showing me, so this like my 3rd to 4th day. Mind you, it's running in there. Like, days is seeming like months, like, for real, because it's just a new environment and so much going on. It's dangerous. At the same time, it's still, you know what I'm saying? So, Bone banged on the wall. This the 3rd day going into the 4th. Bone bang on the wall. Dun, 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 dun. So I put the mirror out, and he put his hand out, like referencing me, put my hand out. So I reached my hand out, and he gave me a sock. And I pulled the sock on myself, so I thought it was some drugs or something. So when I opened it, it's like, a phone fell on my bed. I was like, slam. I was obvious. When I opened that joint up, instantly, mind you, it's like 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm 16. So the girls that I'm calling is still 15 and 16. They still in high school. Everybody don't got cell phones back then. It's so full. Everybody don't got cell phones. So I'm calling house numbers. Some people don't call the cell phone. So I'm getting in touch with some people. Some people I'm not. I called my whole phone book, man. My mother, I called everybody. That night I was in heaven, so I'm just feet posted up, just on the phone, talking, laughing, just catching up with everybody. So I gave the phone back to him to put it up before morning counting, before breakfast or whatever. Man, the morning time, boom, 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 boom. I wake up like, what's up? He like, man, after you brush your teeth, man, come over here. So get up. Because we don't do that 5-man in there. We call it 5-man when you just jump out the bed and come on the tip, mouth all breath all rocking. Like, come on, man, you're 5-man, astronaut. Because you know when there's a 5, they call that long, they just jump out the bed and go. That's what we call a 5-man. So, you know what I'm saying? I get myself together, brush my teeth, get myself together. I come over there. He like, man, Elmo, man, you can't be doing that. So I'm like, doing what? So now I'm like, doing what? He like, man, listen. He playing messages. It's people, parents like, oh, is this calling my phone 5 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock? I'm calling the police, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, oh. He like, man, what is you people been calling my phone all day? I was like, that's their parents. Like, cause I'm calling girls' phone, house phones, 2, 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. I was like, my bad, I wasn't even thinking. And that's like the kiddiness. That's the moments when you gotta learn from it, grow up quick, grow up ASAP. I'm like, cause say for instance, they did call the police, or a parent knew that I was locked up, and they called the jail. The jail, I'm like, what you mean called your house? I ain't do that. They'd have blessed me. So it's just stuff I had to learn from like that. You know, Bone set me in that jump. He properly taught me how to hustle, like taught me how to, you know what I'm saying, do what it do. And it's like, you know what I'm saying, the 5th day, we still in the 1st week. So like, you know what I'm saying, everybody's showing pictures. You know, I just came, man, I'm showing, letting them know I was out there. Everybody was negative, kept telling me, all these girls gonna leave you, you gonna be this and that and that. Bone, that's why I rock with Bone. He wasn't like that. He was just basically explaining to him, like, bruh, that's how you conduct yourself with women and your family. Like, don't be a liability, be an asset. Get money, send money out. Don't be pressing them for money. Do this. Be an asset to them. Find out what they studying. Find out what they doing. You study. You send. Like, he just showed me the game about how to keep people in your life out of that, other than running people out of your life while you're in prison. Everybody else was negative, bro. Everybody was like, oh, this cute girl, damn. Tank Top Tone gonna get her, and it had all these weird names for dudes on the street. Oh yeah, I know what I went. I went to see my case managers to get all my stuff, like my visiting list, my phone list, because you gotta put numbers on your phone list, people on your visiting list, I wanted to get all that so I could turn it in. So the Bone was like, yeah, when you go on visits, man, if you got people that'll bring you cash, instead of them sending you money orders, get you cash. So I was like, bet. The Bone was like, man, we gonna have it where as though nobody send you, like you don't get no money from the street. Like you gonna send money out there. You just need a startup pack. You get a couple bills, you start up, you gone, you out of here. So that's another thing I like about him. He ain't just like hand me everything. He showed me how to do it, showed me how to get it, so I could do it on my own. So I could, you know what I'm saying, take off, and I did. I took off, and yeah, that joint was, it's like I was walking around like this all the time, eyes wide open. There's just so much going on in that joint, man. Just hearing, just listening, and just watching, and I really, I'm telling y'all might think I don't know, but you don't really be seeing COs that much, bruh. Like I remember when I went to the barber shop, bruh, they let you back south, the south dorm, the back dorm. One CO let you back, it's a long hallway, bruh. Long hallway. Then when you get to the back, there's a lounge, there's laundry back there, barber shop, there's a dorm. No COs, bruh. Like, yeah, so man, it was what it was, man. I was learning, paying attention, learning. Then I met my man Joni. Lamar Hurst. A lot of people known for, you know what I'm saying, he was all on the news for the Homeland Security. They said he, you know what I'm saying, killed Homeland. That was the nickname of the CO. They said he killed Homeland or whatever, but you know what I'm saying, allegedly, you know what I'm saying. But he from Cherry Hill, my man Joni. He was militant, and he was like, he came to my cell one day because him and Bone and all them was cool. They was hustled together. They was cool. That's how the tip moved. He was like, man, why you be in the bed so much? So I'm like, what's up? He like, man, we about to start working out. So I was like, man, I'm with it. So we started doing the boxing first. We started doing the boxing. Then he was like, I'm gonna teach you how to defend yourself, teach you how to sling a knife, teach you this, teach you how to all that. Like that's what he was talking. He was telling everything he was telling me. He was like, it was all law, it was all game. He was putting me on point. And that's with Joni is the first person. That's when I learned don't ask nobody how much time they got. Cause I remember being in the shower. After we worked out, we was talking. I was talking about something on the street, and he was like, he just wasn't really into it. And I was like, how much time you got, Joni? And he I remember I could see it. He like was under the shower, and he spit the water out his mouth. And he looked at me. I think he was like 3 life sentences or 4 life sentences or something crazy, plus 200 years. I was like, damn, like, damn. Then he was like, yeah, don't ask nobody how much time they got, bro. He was like, you got 40 years, but there's some people in here love to have that. I was like, dang. Valuable lesson learned. Like, it was just valuable lesson after valuable lesson after valuable lesson after valuable lesson. And then I remember everybody be like, Joni crazy as a... I ain't gonna lie, Joni used to say some stuff that I knew he was off the wall. Joni was crazy. And he spit, man. Joni was crazy as I don't know what. Joni was hard, man. That was my man right there. That was my man. That was my man, Joe. But, yeah, so I'm just really going through really, that first week in prison, I was in prison completely because I had to wait for my phone list to clear. I had to wait for my visitor list to clear. Like, you'll write it, and then they send you back. When they send it back to you, they send you back a copy because they put the original joint on your base file. That'll let you know you can tell your peoples to come. So I had to wait for all this. So, right, I'm just bitten. I'm just in prison. Like, I'm talking to people because we got the cell phones in there. But outside of that, like, I ain't get no visits. I ain't connected to, like, I ain't able to order nothing. Cause you know what I'm saying, dudes had CD players, big radios. So they was telling me like, yeah, you good to order this many CDs, you get to order this, the New Balances, sweatpants, tank tops, white tees. So I'm trying to get, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get so I could, cause I'm walking around in big state pants, like they like cardboard. Man, these pants is horrible. Them joints don't bend when you sit down. They like a Lego. You look like a Lego man. Like your legs make an L. So we do so so we do that. But I'm like, damn, I'm about to order Block is Hot, all the Waynes, Tupac, Jay-Z. So they like, yeah, it's a limit on what you can order, but you can order other people's name, or you just pay the property man and you let all that come through or whatever. It was so many. So I just was really learning how to navigate through the prison. And I wonder if it's structured like that. I wonder if it's structured to the point of like you gotta be there in the first couple of days, couple of weeks before like your stuff start coming through. Like you gotta depend on the land for real, for real. I wonder if it's like that so you get adjusted and accustomed to prison. That's what it seemed like me looking back on it, because I was engulfed in everything prison in that first week. Like everything I was learning, you know, going out to the music room, finally get to rap. Like they had a go-go band out there, gospel night, singers, like R&B dudes. But the first time I went out that jump, man, I went up to the jump and I was just up on the wall. I was listening to people rap. People was rapping over. Dudes had was playing live. They was playing instruments. So I'm listening to dude rap, and then somebody came in there with the beat machine, playing beats that they made, Pistol. Mind you, I was on the tip with Pistol on C2, and we ain't really get into the music as of yet, but so you know what I'm saying, dudes looking at me, so somebody pointed at me to pass me the mic. I get the mic, goes crazy. Everybody like, what the? I went crazy, all freestyle, straight off the dome. I just went there, and then that's when I made my mark on the music, and then I get to meet all the dudes that's in the music, and that part is history, cause I ain't gonna lie. Like back then when it came to that freestyling, like I was that. Yeah, I was that. I was that to the point dudes started telling me about the other. That's when it was bringing dudes outside. It was bringing dudes out. We used to have that music room full, like full. Man, I'm talking slim. Bone was like that too. Bone from around home, he was like that. Pistol was like that. Damn, what's the dark skinned dude? It was a dark skinned dude from Baltimore. Willie Black. It's Willie Black from Baltimore, out our way. It was some dudes in there, you couldn't even tell where they was from for real, for real. I can't remember where Willie Black was from. I think he was from Baltimore though. He was like that. There was some dudes in that jump that was like that, man. There was some dudes in that jump that was like that. But yeah, I ain't had too many close encounters on that first week, other than Rock talking about let's trade shoes. I thought it was about to be up right there. But yeah, man, I just was learning the laws of the land and finding my way. I was studying people, seeing who I could, you know what I'm saying, rock with. Like, guess building trust too. Like, you know what I'm saying? There was some dudes that I knew from the street that was there. But I ain't gonna lie, the newest dudes I met, it was Lil B and Edon, man. Because even when I moved on the tip, when I walked past them, their cells was next to each other. They had red on, red bandanas around their neck. Had golds in their mouth. No, Lil B did. Lil B had like, I think some slugs or something. And they had the Lil Wayne dedication blast. And mind you, I ain't even really get to hear that yet. Because I remember I told you I'm down Marlboro. My sister used to write the lyrics down for me and mail them to me. I used to have to read them. So I'm hearing them like, damn. And they lit. They just out there. Their energy is young. So, you know what I'm saying? I asked Bone, I asked Wack. I'm like, Wack, what was that? He's like, oh yeah, that's my little man, being there from Baltimore. Like, let me introduce you. So they like, what's up? They like, how? They like, and they got those squeak. they got this squeaky Baltimore voice, like, hey, yo, like, they like, how old you is, yo? And I'm like, they like, damn, dummy. And I'm like, I'm 16. They like, for real? Damn, they giving y'all, how you get in here? So I'm like, that's Lil Wayne. They like, yeah, man, they got all the mixtapes, bruh. They lit, they slim. That's the energy I needed. Because I was around all older dudes at first, and they had me feeling old. These niggas was young, lit. They was bloods. I was like, y'all jungle blood. They was like, we was bored. Niggas ain't give up. But them ended up being my man. Rest in peace, Edon. Edon died. But Lil B, I'm still in touch with Lil B. That's my dog. But Lil B from Baltimore Hill there. Edon's from Greenmount. Yeah, he was from Greenmount. Yeah, that was my dog. I remember some dudes from out the way used to be mad that I was rocking with them because they was from Baltimore and because they was blood, so they used to be a little. But I'm like, bro, y'all old as I don't know what a lot of y'all listening to like Scarface and Brother Lynch Hung and Spice One. Like, I don't listen to that, man. I listen to Scarface, but I don't listen to Scarface like they listen to Scarface. I listen to Lil Wayne. Like, I was listening to Lil Wayne. This one Wayne was on this run. You gotta think this is like 05 now. Like, Lil Wayne was on this run, like, going crazy. So, yeah, man. Dang. It's just now my mind is just getting flooded back with them feelings I had. I just felt like I was in a different world, bro. Like, I wasn't sad. I wasn't upset. I wasn't like homesick at the time. I really was amazed at what was going on inside the prison. Like, cause it's a castle. It's like an old penitentiary style jail. It's not outside. It's not a control unit. Like, you go from building to building. Everything is inside, and it was just so much going on, bro. Like, I seen stacks of cash. I seen endless drugs, stabbings, the weapons I seen in it was crazy. And the dude was making them out the metal shop, sending them in, people selling them. Like, dudes painting their cells. Like, some dudes' cells was like mansions, like how they had the floor glossy. Like, you gotta keep your cell clean in there. That's number one. Like, some people make sure they be chasing dust. Like, make sure no dust don't be on their floors. Bro, it was just eye opener, bro. I just was like, and also because I was so young, so I didn't even really experience a lot in the world to, like, it'd probably be different if somebody was older that traveled and did this one and that. They might have looked at it different. For me, it was like a culture shock, change. I'm meeting people from different places with different lingos. I always thought everybody talked like us. I don't know, man. That was the first week felt like the first year. It's so much happened, so much was going on. I met so many people, good dudes. Some dudes I'm still in touch with. A lot of them dudes is dead now. Like, people was dying in that cut like crazy. So I ain't even gonna lie to you. But man, hey, y'all have it. I'm gonna end it there with another episode of Kite. We're on episode 21. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Got any questions, drop it in the comments. I definitely will be at you.